What's going on, Jets fans? Welcome back to another video here on Peg City Hockey, and today we're going to be discussing a trade rumor that I think is hilarious. You know, if you've been a fan of the Jets for longer than a couple of seasons, the lore with this one is pretty hilarious, and I just can't believe that we even find ourselves in a situation where someone could actually put this rumor out there and expect it to really be believable, but nonetheless, here we are. So what's going on? Welcome back to another video, and like I said, with the Jets finding themselves top of the NHL standings going into the Four Nations break, they are looking to add talent, trying to win their first Stanley Cup this year, and they're tied to pretty much every player on the planet. And yeah, a couple days ago, I saw the craziest trade rumor that the Jets were linked to Jake Evans. Now, like I said, if you know, you know. With this situation, if you're a Jets fan, and even a Habs fan at this point, if you know, you know. Let's be real. So Jake Evans is a hockey player, pretty damn good depth forward. You know, he's had some pretty impressive years with the Habs, 27 points so far on a team that's been pretty mediocre. Sorry, Habs fans, is the truth. But I've always liked Jake Evans. I think he's a hard-working depth player with a lot of upside. He shoots the puck well, too, at times. You know, you can see he's got 11 goals so far this year. He's a hound in front of the net. He's top 5 in scoring for the Habs this year as a team. And honestly, he's pretty affordable at a $1.7 million cap hit on his final year of his 3-year contract. Definitely a depth forward I think teams will be looking to add. And look, Jake Evans is a player. The Jets being tied to him, I got no problems with that. I want them to aim higher than Jake Evans, but I have no problem with that. I think he's a great player. It's just the lore with Jake Evans and the Winnipeg Jets as a franchise goes back to the North Division in the COVID season a couple years ago when Mark Scheifele pretty much tried to kill him. Yeah, that's the same player we're talking about. The guy that Mark Scheifele absolutely destroyed in one of the most ruthless hits I've seen in hockey on an empty, look at this play. Absolutely insane, a horrible hit. Mark Scheifele, ruined his reputation for a while, and I think he's just finally gotten back to being respected in the NHL. He's having an incredible career year, but let's not forget, Mark Scheifele got a 4-game suspension from this, and the Jets were swept by the Habs in 4 games. This man looked like he had just done 6 lines of cocaine and went on the ice and was like, I'm gonna murder somebody today. That was the vibe that Mark Scheifele gave in that Game 4 against the Habs. Now, Mark Scheifele has really rebuilt his image, his locker room presence, everything about Scheifele has really shifted. He is such an important player to this franchise. He's having a career year. He's just set the record pretty much. He's not set it, but he's tied the record for franchise goals, tying Ilya Kovalchuk. He's one away from becoming the all-time leader in goals. He's gonna be the all-time leader eventually in every category. Scheifele is the Jets 2.0 GOAT. And Jake Evans is like his kryptonite. His weakest moment is in his career, his lowest moment in his career, arguably. So why in hell would Kevin Cheveldayoff look at every player available going into the trade deadline and see Jake Evans and be like, that's the guy that's going to put us over the top. That's the guy that's going to come into this locker room and elevate this club to never-before-seen heights. Give me a fucking break. The David Pagnotta tax is so real, because this is the dumbest trade rumor I've seen. It just shows how anyone that becomes available that, fits the mold of what the Jets are looking for, a center, and that's pretty much it, can get tied to the Jets now in the media, and people are going to talk about it. Hell, I'm talking about it right now, but as a fan of this club who's been a fan of this club for so many years and knows the lore, the history, with players attached, and just things that have happened from watching and covering this team, there's no way any real analyst would look at Jake Evans and be like, yep, that's the guy that we should bring in. There's too many risks because, you don't know the presence in the locker room. Let's be real. Do you want to even risk having any type of cancer be brought in? It's not even worth it with the way the Jets are playing this year, with how committed everybody is to the program, with what Scott Arniel and the coaching staff has done. It makes zero sense for the Winnipeg Jets as an organization to look at this and be like, you know what, let's go out and acquire Jake Evans, a complete wild card who has a really bad history in his lowest point in his career against this franchise, and let's hope that it works out. It's just a stupid rumor. That's a hilarious one at the same time. I couldn't pass up talking about it. I wanted to absolutely just rip on this rumor because I think it's hilarious. And again, Jake Evans is a great hockey player. I got no problem with Jake Evans. And I think that honestly, I would like Jake Evans as a hockey player on this team. But Jake Evans, with the history and his career against the Jets and everything that's happened, hell no, I don't even know why we consider it. So let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below if you think this is as ridiculous as I do. Subscribe if you're new. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram. Check out all the affiliate links down in the description below. Peace and positivity always. Go Jets go, and I'll see you all in the next one.
It'll all be over.